How political is Disney? Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So we all know that Disney has been political for like almost a decade, right? If not a little over a decade, but I found out some very, very interesting things about Disney. The fact that Disney's reputation is hit, according to Axios, by polarizing political drama. In other words, where they rank as far as, political polarization. Okay, so what exactly is political polarization you mean? Well, from a simple definition, is where you're diverging the political attitudes of others away from the center or the middle. In other words, getting people less apolitical to become more political. We've seen that with Disney content all over the years, okay? And they use this to get people towards the more political extremes and everything, okay? All right. So it's like, it's nothing new. But it's a surprise the fact that we're saying Disney is more political than some of these other companies. So they got a score of 70.9 right now. Okay. So this is all related to, this like comes from has an example of what's happened with the situation in Florida with the whole DeSantis thing, where it says here, in voicing opposition to DeSantis' so-called Don't Say Gay bill last year, Disney gained no favor with Democrats, but took such a large reputation hit with Republicans that its overall reputation score was severely impacted. Now, by the numbers, the company was ranked the fifth most polarizing brand of 100 in this year's survey, measured by the gap between the assessments of Republican and Democratic respondents. But overall, Disney's reputational quotient or RQ score was 70.9, as I showed you, out of a possible 100. That's down from 73.4 in 2022. The score represents the measurements across multiple dimensions that touch on character, trust, and trajectory. Among Democrats, it jumped to 80.3% from 72.5%, but plunged 14% with Republicans to 61 from 75. Okay. Now, the average gap between Republicans and Democrats in this year's survey was 4.4. In Disney's case, it was 19.3. While Disney's reputation score has been declining since the 2017 survey, that trend had been bipartisan until this year. Okay? So they basically asked this based on several different respondents, like how they felt about Disney compared to a year ago. 44% Democrats only, but 44% of Democrats, but only 21% of Republicans say they were feeling more positive about the company. However, 42% of Republicans say their feelings about Disney grew more negative over the past years, compared with 12% of Democrats who felt that, their attitude towards Disney became a little more negative as well. So now we see here that Republicans saw how woke the company has become, and only a smaller amount of Democrats have seen the same thing. 63% of Democrats, but 46% of Republicans describe the company as family oriented. That's no surprise right there. And then it provides a quick catch up about what happened between the whole Disney versus the DeSantis situation, where it says here, under its former leadership, Disney initially declined to comment on the bill, which has since become law, but then reversed course following an outcry from its employees. DeSantis has gone to war with Disney, pushing the state to take control over Disney's self-governing district and threatening to build a prison or a competing theme park near the Disney's Florida theme park. The fight has forced Disney to reevaluate its political relationship with Florida, where it has more than 80,000 employees. Last week, the company canceled plans for a new nearly $1 billion employee campus in Orlando. So yeah, Disney's definitely lost momentum over the years with its good content, and it's like, let's see what companies they match up with. All right. So like I said, Disney is ranked at number 5. They're more politically polarizing than Pfizer. And we all see how Pfizer has been doing things behind the scenes, you know, how they're paying different, you know, celebrities, politicians to go ahead and promote the vaccine. And then there's no shot Walt Disney Company is more politically polarizing than Twitter. We saw how much of a spectacle the media made Elon Musk purchasing Twitter and everything, and all of a sudden we see that Disney is far more politically polarizing than the company, way more politically polarizing than the company itself. And then of course they're going to say the Trump organization is number one, and then there's also Fox Corporation. Surprisingly, they're also Hobby Lobby. FTX, I can definitely believe it at number 4. You know. But yeah, people got to understand also that politics is not the only determinant of a brand's reputation. It says here that Gen Z and millennials put Patagonia at the top of their list, while Gen X and boomers combined put John Deere at the top. Rural consumers put 3M on top, while city dwellers cited Patagonia, and suburban shoppers stocked up at Costco. So this is pretty interesting. This shows how much of a political influence Disney has, and that's a problem because of the fact that they're only supposed to be for entertainment, not putting out their political ideologies, not putting out their woke culture within its entertainment, expecting it to be a great investment for the youth and everything. But instead, we're starting to see a growing number of younger people actually looking to be deterred from what Disney's putting out there. We're seeing it from the adults. We've seen it from the older people. Now we're seeing it from the youth, you know? So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, if you have any additional thoughts to this, go ahead and share that in the comments as well. If you enjoyed what I shared in the video, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and smash the like button. And also, share far and wide across social media. If you enjoyed all the content out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.